What's up, guys? I just wanted to take a second to talk to you about brainstorming and having really good ideas, self-reflection, etc. From everything that I've gathered from, like, I mean, at least some people who I think are pretty interesting, aka Nikola Tesla, Elon Musk, myself included, I always seem to have this common pattern that I have my absolute best ideas when I am alone and in silence or listening to music. For me, I think this is really important because so many people are like, oh, how do I get successful? How do I become successful? How do I come up with this stuff? Why am I not creative? And all this stuff. And I think there's a combination of things. One thing, a lot of people are listening to a lot of podcasts these days, which is fucking fantastic. But the thing about podcasts is that when you're consuming, it's hard to think for yourself when you're also listening and trying to understand something else. You're asking your brain to do two things at once that are both extremely different. And from what I found, like, if you're going to listen to podcasts, do that and then take a quiet period where you can think and brainstorm and kind of express yourself further. It's just like in school back in the day when you would discuss something new with the class, you would then break out into smaller groups, or you would reflect on it and write about it or whatever it was, and that's how you came up with your formed thoughts. So I just want to get you guys thinking and understanding that for your most creative self, you need to be in a quiet place alone. Nikola Tesla said it best when he said that if you want to have creative ideas, you need to be alone. Those are where your best ideas are formed. And for me, I couldn't even begin to describe to you how true that is. And I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys that and reinforce that. Like, if you want to really be creative and come up with some really interesting thoughts or ideas, you're going to need to find yourself a nice quiet place that's got nothing but positive vibes, very flowy and airy. For me, those are like my favorite places, with like lots of, like, with nature in the background. It's not necessarily like the forefront, but it's in the background, so I can like be there, present, and also just have like nothing but positive stuff going on up here. Super important. And I think that will really help you guys, because I know so many of you want to start your own businesses, or you want to think for yourself in the sense that you want to come up with something new and creative that's like fun for you. And I really believe, like, all wholeheartedly, that to do that you need to find yourself some quiet space. So if you want to create more, and I've made a video about this before, and you want to have better ideas, more concrete, interesting, original ideas, focus less on consuming and more on that reflection mode. Right? It's okay to consume, but you need to be reflecting and really like thinking for yourself and in that quiet environment to truly see the best results. At least that's for me and for many others that I've read about who have been extremely successful. So just a little thought. Hope you guys found that useful. I mean, reflection, 30 to 60 minutes a day minimum for me. Usually that's why I'm working on. I usually spend hours alone. The majority of my days are spent alone. And for me, that's how I get most of my work done, because I'm able to really like channel all my energy and focus on one thing. And then when I do see people, and I am out in a social circumstance, I call them my field work days, when I'm out and about doing shit. Like, I can give people my full attention and I'm nothing but positive vibes, because I spent all the rest of my time getting the things behind the scenes handled and myself in order. So I hope that was helpful. Really, really been impactful for me. And like I said, don't consume, create. Or consume and create with a balance. Obviously, balance is the key, but just keep that in mind, guys. Hope that was helpful. Much love to you always. Peace, peace.